Hello everybody, welcome back to Plan B TV. In today's news, it's going to baffle you guys that what you have never heard in your entire life, that is what you're going to find in this news. Just as it is, many of you might have found out, many of you might still be unaware. But we are bringing it to your full notice that the Aso-Rock presidential villa in Abuja has reportedly been invaded by a gang of armed robbers who escaped with a lot of items. It was reported that the residence of the Chief of Staff to President Muhammadu Buhari, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, as well as that of the admin, Officer Abubakar Makano, within the premises of the villa were specifically targeted. According to People Gazette, the robbers took away many valuables from the both residents during the attack, which occurred on Sunday, May 9, 2021. The report added that both Gambari and Makano were forced to temporarily abandon their residence in the villa due to the strange occurrence. It, however, remained unclear if any official documents were taken by the attacker. The robbers took away as much as possible from the both places. A security officer quoted in the report said, "What is more unfortunate is no one has been arrested," the source added. The development is a major source of concern given the rising spate of criminal activities and general insecurities across the nation, both in the Aso-Rock villa. That it is unbelievable armed robbers were able to penetrate despite the heavy presence of security operatives and restricted access to the Aso villa. This is uncalled for, he added. Plan B TV, however, understands that no immediate explanations has been offered from the said security breach in the nation's seat of power. Buhari's Chief of Staff, Professor Gambari, did not immediately return a request seeking comment on the matter. Similarly, a spokesperson for the Department of the State Security Service (DSS) said he would not comment on the matters, and spokesperson for the police Abuja abruptly disconnected the call upon hearing the Gazette inquiring was about a security breach at the presidential villa. Meanwhile, a popular Nigerian lawmaker, Senator Bola MBN Nahala, has revealed the factors responsible for the activities of Boko Haram insurgencies and bandits. Speaking with the State House correspondents after a meeting with the President Muhammadu Buhari in the presidential villa, Nahala said the past injustice inflicted in the countries, collectively and individuals, were responsible for rising insecurities in the countries. The senators representing Kebbi South Senatorial District noted that the National Assembly is already working with the president to find a lasting solutions to the rising insecurity. But Plan B TV, however, added that to say, if the president's villa is not secured, where else is secured in Nigeria?
There is a particular concern, amongst Nigerians. Much is being invested into fighting insecurity. But the more we invest, the worse it becomes. What do you think is wrong?
No, I think there are certain feelings that, with the greatest respect, cannot be justified in the present situation. You see, a society evolves with its own problems, depending on its structure. Let me give you an example. The Boko Haram is predominantly in the northeast. It's not a fact that you can say it's not correct. The banditry is in the northwest. You can't say it's not correct. So these are issues that the previous injustices that we have done to ourselves collectively and individually are manifesting. It is only unfortunate that they are manifesting now when this government is in place. And that is the reason why that the government, having not directly been responsible for this situation, should be assisted with whatever assistance from any responsible citizen of this country to ensure that we put this behind us. Like I have said, whether anybody likes it or not, the truth is, this country will remain one, because the factors that bring the country together are stronger than the ones that seek to divide it. And I think that every responsible Nigerian should understand this and go into it and make sure that he gives his or her own contribution to ensure that we have a very formidable, resilient country where we can at least begin to love ourselves, do justice to ourselves, and build a society that every citizen of this country will be proud of. This is how it, and it's a collective responsibility.
In the calculation of the opposition,
Yeah.
the party, your party, APC, has lost every justification to say it wants to continue ruling Nigeria after 20.
Well, they have equally lost every justification to say that we have not done our best in view of the fact that they brought us to where we are, having ruled the country from the beginning of democracy to where we are today. That's a fact. Let's be honest, let's be sincere. The most unfortunate thing is that politicians crisscross from PDP to APC, and therefore, depending on what side of the divide they are, they find it convenient to now run down the party in government. But I think that if you look critically at what is happening, you will see that the more the thing changes, the more they remain the same. What we need are patriotic Nigerians with zeal and commitment to build a viral nation. That's what we need. Not politicians who are playing to the gallery. That's how I see it. I have always said it. How can you hold a very responsible position in this country and ride on the platform of lies to continue to demarket your country to the international community? It doesn't make sense. So I think that people who see this country as a country worth living in should equally accept the fact that a country worth living in is a country worth dying for. Committee on electoral matters. So I must be given the benefit of knowing what is going on. We have finished our public hearing. We have taken inputs. There are certain things that no matter how you try to be accommodative enough, they are practically impossible. But those ones that guarantee a free, fair electoral process have been taken into account. And I'm very sure we will give Nigerians an electoral act that they will be very proud of. Well, of course, that means that every Nigerian has a responsibility to talk to his representative in the Senate and the House to accept the fact that he must act patriotically. Rather, he must place his party above, he must place his nation above his party interest in the determination of the provisions of those electoral acts. Once we do this,
In conclusion of all this, Robert Clark, the senior advocate of Nigerians, gave his own personal opinions that Nigerians might not survive the next 6 months, counting for his reasons and why he made the statement.
What's your reaction to what the DSS has said today? There is a warning against those who are, according to them, planning to disintegrate the country.
You see, the problem in Nigeria is that people who should know don't want to know, and they do not know. The security section is talking and talking and talking. What are they doing? The situation in this country today is so bad that I, Robert Clark, I cannot guarantee Nigeria staying another 6 months. The problems are so overwhelming, and they have been created by these same politicians. Since 1999 Constitution came into being, and this crop of politicians, young boys then, who were swimming in Abacha's loot and trying to form as many political parties for him, got into money and came into politics. Nigeria has never been the same. Nigeria is worse than it was in 1982. 1982, when Shagari was the military, was the president of the country, is a better Nigeria than today, 2021. What is the cause? The cause is the leadership we have.
However, on the other news, the Nigerian frontline presidential hopeful Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, who is commonly referred to as the national leaders of the ruling party, All Progressive Congress, and is credited with the ensuring the victories of the President Muhammadu Buhari, is currently in a phase to regard his choice of a running mate. Close associations has told the African Report to declare its intentions to take a shot for the office of presidency in coming 2023. In an interview with his alleged campaign managers, he said if Asiwaju Bola Tinubu did not win 2023 coming elections, he will decide to leave Nigeria. We are begging, crying and pleading that he must come and contest to the rule and lead these countries.
Going to contest for president, but we are begging him, we are crying, we are pleading that he must come and contest to lead this country. Because we see what he has done. He was the governor of Lagos State, and all the people he has made, those he mentored, his mentees, they are all doing well in their various fields. All his mentees in the political circle are doing very well. When you look at Lagos State remained the best center for all the states in the whole Africa, not only in Nigeria. So because of that, we believe Asiwaju Bola Tinubu has what it takes to lead this country to the promised land. If you can remember, sometimes ago in the year past, he wanted to establish a power plant for Lagos State, Aero Gas then, but for political reasons, some disgruntled element disqualified that on personal selfish agenda. We don't have Italy in this country again. We don't have Dunlop again. We don't have many manufacturing countries in the country again. Why? Because they are all running on generator to produce, and to produce on generator, you know what it costs? It will surely pass back on the cost of productions. So automatically, who is going to buy a tire at rate of 75,000 naira? It's better to go to the neighboring country, produce there, and export it down to Nigeria. Because of that, we are begging Asiwaju Bola Tinubu to please, for God's sake, to come and contest for the president of this country. He has not told us, but I believe he should have interest. If he doesn't have interest now, we are pleading on behalf of all Nigerian youth. He should come and contest, because we believe he has what it takes to be the leader, number one, of this country, and he has to take us to the promised land. If Asiwaju is not contest 23, I will leave this country. No future for anybody, because he must come and contest for the generation yet unborn. Nobody can doubt Asiwaju quality. Some are only afraid and intimidated that maybe Asiwaju is too powerful for them to control. Number one. Some people call extra mind to say Asiwaju is Steve. Is that what has he done wrong? They could not be able to say anything. You don't expect everybody to like you, but I can tell you authoritatively, 80% of Southwest politicians are sympathizers of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. And I can tell you, 80% or 90% of Nigerians, apart from politicians, are lovers of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Let's put sentiment aside. But the cabals that will decide may be very minute. 3-2%, even less than that. This time around, no compromise. They did it for us during their Olowo time. They overlook. MKO time, I was part of the struggle, sir. We overlook. But this is the third time. This man should be. We should give him a trial. I know his trial will never convince us. We are not forcing anyone to come. But those who are interested in Asiwaju, that want to follow the moving train, should come at the right time. It's not by force. But if you love Asiwaju, you want Asiwaju to be successful, join the train and let us move this train together.
Alright everyone, this is where we end the program today. Thank you very much for watching this video to the very end. But first of all, I want to appreciate everyone that will be watching my YouTube channel. And if it's your first time of coming across our program, why not pause this video to subscribe to our YouTube? There are a lot of amazing videos that are waiting for you. For those that have been watching my videos and commenting and sharing my videos, I want to use this medium to appreciate you all. Thank you very much. See you on our next video. Until we meet again, stay tuned with Plan B TV. Peace out.
You are welcome to the shining here. We had to give you the news, to tell you what in the south. Put up your lights, put up your comments, share it to your friends, and share to your family. Don't forget to subscribe to get notified. And as you share your support, now say God bless you too.
Sense on the bed.
Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV. Oh, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV.